what do you think about Abdul Carter stating that he should be the number one pick in this year's draft?
Well, I mean, when you look at him, and we had Keith on from Locked On NFL Draft last week, who said that pound for pound, he believes that Abdul Carter is probably the best overall prospect in this year's draft cycle. And I think when you look at what he can do, he's got a legit case. You're always looking for these guys that can maybe transcend your defense, and Abdul Carter is that type of guy for whoever lands him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super valuable. It was interesting, part of the Abdul Carter press conference today, he was asked about, everyone talks about a franchise quarterback, but what about a franchise pass rusher? And this idea that what a quarterback is to an offense, a defensive end, an elite pass rusher can be to a defense. I do think there's some truth in that. I still think and I think the Browns are an example of this. The chasm between what having an elite quarterback gives you and having an elite pass rusher gives you, I think is still pretty wide, because you can have that elite pass rusher and he might be worth 1 or 2 wins for you, but a quarterback it changes the game. I mean, David, your team is the living testament of that. You get the right quarterback and all of a sudden the Commanders go from, picking number 2 overall to NFC Championship game. So I still think that has to be the target, but I do think the next tier down from finding that elite quarterback is finding that elite pass rusher. And I do think Abdul Carter feels like he fits that billing.
It's one of the reasons why I'm very excited Myles Garrett's coming to Baltimore this offseason in the trade.